You won't believe what went down last night in the glitzy world of music, fame, and betrayal. It all started with MENA, a rising star known for her charm, ambition, and the ability to make anyone spill their secrets with just one smile. She had been quiet for months, keeping a low profile after a series of on-screen feuds, but then something snapped. In a late-night Instagram live session, Erica leaned forward, her eyes glinting with a mixture of rage and heartbreak, and said words that sent shockwaves through every fan, blogger, and insider who had been following the tangled web of celebrity alliances. They used me, every step of the way, and they thought I wouldn't notice. The room felt like it was on fire even though she was sitting alone. The glow of her phone screen illuminating every tear, every tremor in her voice. According to Erica, it all started when she had been invited to a high-profile recording session in the heart of Atlanta, where the biggest names in the industry came together under one roof. The session, everyone thought, was a routine collaboration, but behind the closed doors, whispers and manipulations were flying faster than any beat that could be dropped. She named two people, Yandy and Mendeecees, a couple who had always presented themselves as the pillars of the community, the kind of people everyone trusted. Erica's claim was shocking. They had deliberately drawn her into their schemes to destabilize another superstar, Rasheeda, who had a pristine public image and a devoted fanbase. They didn't just want me to work with them, Erica said, her voice trembling with fury. They wanted me to spy, to whisper, to be their instrument in breaking Rasheeda down. And I fell for it, like an idiot. The confession sent the live viewers into a frenzy. Hearts were broken, fingers flew across keyboards, and fan groups exploded with speculation. No one could stop talking about it. The words betrayal and manipulation trended within minutes. The story didn't stop there. Erica described in excruciating detail how she was manipulated over weeks, calls at odd hours, promises of exclusive deals, subtle hints that Rasheeda wasn't loyal, that her public persona hid dark secrets. I started to question everything, Erica admitted, clutching her phone like it was a lifeline. I thought I was helping, but really, I was just their pawn. She described one incident in particular that made fans' jaws drop. A private dinner where she, Mendeecees and Yandy had sat across from Rasheeda, sharing laughter and drinks, while Erica secretly fed Yandy information about Rasheeda's studio schedule, personal disputes, and even family conflicts. I didn't know at the time, she whispered, but they were recording every word, planning every move to make her look weak. The live audience reacted with horror. Fans are shocked, one wrote. How could someone be so blind? Another pleaded, Erica, please tell us this isn't true. Meanwhile, inside Rasheeda's circle, emotions were running high. Insiders claimed she had noticed subtle changes, invitations ignored, small lies that didn't add up, hints of gossip she couldn't trace. Her manager, Danielle, confronted her late one night in a quiet studio office, and the tension could be cut with a knife. You know something's off, Danielle said, pacing. Something is happening behind your back, and it's bigger than you think. Rasheeda, always composed in public, let her guard slip, her eyes narrowing with suspicion. I trusted people, she murmured, and now I feel like everyone around me is a stranger. The camera angle shifted, showing her silhouetted against a city skyline, the neon lights reflecting the turmoil inside. It was a moment of cinematic despair, perfectly suited for a season finale, and fans ate it up online, dissecting every frame. The drama escalated further when Erica revealed a secret meeting she attended in an upscale penthouse. A gathering she described as the night they tried to finalize their plan. The room had been filled with music moguls, stylists and influencers, all laughing and mingling. While she knew the underlying agenda was far more sinister, I could feel it, she said, voice breaking. The smiles, the compliments, the fake encouragement. It was poison. Every word was designed to make me act against Rasheeda without realizing it. The tension in her narration made viewers lean in closer, hearts racing as if they were in that room with her. She even recreated snippets of dialogue, giving her audience chills. They told me, you just need to keep things light. Don't overthink it. But every laugh, every text, every wink was a trap. Fans speculated endlessly about what exactly Erica had revealed. Some claimed she had proof, screenshots, messages, recordings, while others argued it could all be exaggerated for drama. She leaned into the speculation, teasing that the receipts would eventually surface. But she wasn't ready to release them yet. Patience, she said, smirking. You'll see everything, and then you'll understand how deep this goes. Meanwhile, Yandy and Mendeecees, the alleged orchestrators, remained silent, fueling the fire. Their social media activity was minimal, just enough to hint at normalcy, while rumors swirled about secret confrontations, heated phone calls, and private text wars. Every fan account, blog, and gossip page was alive with speculation. And the story only grew more twisted with each passing hour. And then came the twist nobody saw coming. Erica claimed that during the height of the scheme, Rasheeda confronted her personally, unaware of the full context. The encounter, Erica said, had been intense. Her eyes were like fire. Erica recounted. She didn't scream, she didn't cry, she just looked at me and said, "If you're involved, I swear, there will be consequences." I could barely stand. I was shaking, and I realized in that moment, I had to choose, stay in the game, or step out before everything blew up. The confession made fans scream into the comments section. "Oh my God, Erica, we love you," one wrote. "This is straight out of a movie." The cinematic tension, the moral crossroads, and the raw emotion combined perfectly to set the stage for even more shocking revelations. What followed, according to Erica, was weeks of strategic retreats, secret meetings with third parties, and a web of deception that she had been too afraid to disclose until now. The way she described the manipulation made it clear. This was not casual drama. This was calculated, deliberate, and personal. Yandy and Mendeecees, once viewed as trustworthy, were painted in a new light, cunning, relentless, and obsessed with control. Every fan comment, blog post, and group chat now buzzed with speculation about who else was involved, who knew, and who might be the next target of their schemes. And then came the final, explosive revelation of the night. Erica claimed that during one private conversation, Mendeecees had admitted that Rasheeda's latest album had been sabotaged on purpose, that streams had been diverted, promotional events delayed, all orchestrated to make her look unstable. "I felt like the floor was ripped from under me," Erica said, her voice breaking. "I had helped them, unknowingly, to ruin someone I admired. And now there was no turning back." Fans were devastated. Threads filled with disbelief, outrage, and disbelief. "How can someone be so manipulative?" One comment read. "This is a real-life telenovela," another wrote. The storm of reactions only added fuel to the drama, creating a perfect cliffhanger for the next phase of the story. As the live came to an abrupt end, Erica's final words lingered in everyone's minds. "I'm done hiding. I'm done being used. The truth is coming, whether they like it or not." The darkness settled on her face, a mix of determination and pain, leaving fans desperate for more, theories running wild, alliances questioned, and the entire fictional reality universe teetering on the edge of chaos. The tension, the betrayals, the hidden agendas, it all promised that the story was far from over, and that what was revealed tonight was just the tip of the iceberg. The screen went black, but the echoes of Erica's confession continued to ripple through social media, fan forums, and private messages. Insiders claimed phone calls were flying, texts were being deleted, and even alliances once thought solid were cracking under pressure. The drama had officially exploded, and the only thing everyone knew for certain was that nothing would ever be the same. Fans were left speculating about what would happen next, who would break first, and how far the schemers would go to maintain control. The world had changed in just one night, and Erica MENA had made sure everyone knew it. The stakes were higher than ever, the tension unbearable. And the next chapter promised even more twists, betrayals, and shocking confessions. The morning after Erica's explosive live, the city buzzed like never before. Social media was ablaze with speculation, rumors, and wild theories. Every fan account, gossip blog, and private chat seemed to be dissecting every word she had said, every tear, every trembling glance. No one could get enough. Some were rooting for her, praising her bravery, while others questioned her motives, wondering if she had exaggerated the story for attention. But the truth, insiders whispered, was far darker and far messier than anyone could imagine. Rasheeda, the supposed victim of the scheme, had gone silent, but that silence spoke volumes. Her team reported that she had locked herself away in a private studio, refusing calls, ignoring texts, and avoiding any public appearances. Friends described her mood as tense, icy, and unrelenting. When one loyal assistant tried to approach her with comforting words, Rasheeda simply shook her head. "I trusted everyone," she said softly, "and now I can't even trust myself." The room fell quiet as the gravity of her situation sank in. It wasn't just professional sabotage, it was personal, emotional, and painfully intimate. Meanwhile, Erica was being flooded with messages from fans, fellow artists, and even former rivals offering support. "We've got your back," one text read. "Tell us everything." She smiled faintly, but her eyes were still shadowed with worry. She knew the people she had implicated, Yandy and Mendeecees, were not going to sit idly by. Insiders hinted that they were already plotting a counterattack, trying to discredit her, erase her statements, and protect their own carefully curated images. Erica, aware of the looming storm, decided she had to prepare. She couldn't just speak, she had to strategize. She reached out to a close friend, Rich Dollaz, a veteran in the music industry, and said, "I need to know exactly what they're capable of. If I'm going down, I want them to fall with me." Rich Dollaz, whose reputation for loyalty was unmatched, nodded grimly. "We'll make sure the truth survives," he said. The tension escalated when whispers of secret meetings reached Rasheeda's camp. Sources claimed that Yandy had convened a private gathering in a penthouse downtown, where several influencers, producers, and minor celebrities gathered under the guise of a celebratory event. Erica, in a daring move, decided to attend undercover, hoping to gather proof of their machinations. She described the night in detail, the soft hum of music in the background, champagne glasses clinking, laughter masking the undercurrent of plotting. She moved carefully, listening, recording, and piecing together the puzzle. Every word, every glance, every subtle nod seemed to confirm her worst fears. They were meticulous, calculating, and dangerously persuasive. During the gathering, she overheard Mendeecees whisper to Yandy, "She's getting suspicious. We need to accelerate the plan." Erica's heart raced. She had anticipated tension, but hearing them articulate their strategy so openly made the danger painfully real. She recalled the adrenaline pumping through her veins, the fear mingling with determination. "I couldn't let this continue," she later said. If they succeeded, Rasheeda's entire career, her reputation, and her life could be irreparably damaged. Fans watching her recount this live felt as if they were right there with her, every pulse of suspense amplified by her dramatic tone. But the drama wasn't confined to private spaces. Public appearances became battlegrounds. Erica revealed that during a charity gala, she had noticed subtle signs of sabotage. Someone had tampered with the lighting at Rasheeda's performance. Microphones were mysteriously malfunctioning, and guests reported whispers and rumors circulating just before she took the stage. "It was like a live ambush," Erica said, eyes wide. Everything was designed to embarrass her, make her doubt herself, make her question her every move. The audience gasped as she mimicked the chaos, laughter and murmurs echoing through her narrative. The plot thickened when Erica described an intimate confrontation with Yandy, a moment she had captured secretly on her phone. The two had met in a secluded hotel suite, ostensibly to discuss collaboration, but the atmosphere was electric with tension. Erica recounted Yandy's words with painstaking detail. "You're clever, Erica, but too clever for your own good. I suggest you stay quiet, or everything you love will crumble." Erica's hands shook as she replayed the memory, and viewers felt her fear viscerally. Fans flooded the comments with sympathy, outrage, and theories about what could happen next. Meanwhile, Mendeecees was not idle. Insiders claimed he had initiated a series of anonymous leaks, sending selective clips of Erica's past mistakes to gossip outlets, hoping to discredit her before she could reveal the full truth. Erica described discovering these leaks and confronting him directly, her voice a mixture of anger and disbelief. "How dare you think you can manipulate the story and control the narrative? You've underestimated me." Fans erupted in virtual applause, cheering her defiance while eagerly anticipating the inevitable retaliation. The tension reached a crescendo when Erica revealed that Rasheeda had finally made a move. After weeks of silence, she arranged a secret meeting with Erica, choosing a quiet, secluded rooftop at night, the city lights flickering below. Erica described the encounter in cinematic detail. Rasheeda's eyes were sharp, almost piercing, and her posture radiated a mix of authority and hurt. "I don't know if I can trust you," Rasheeda whispered, "but I need the truth. All of it." Erica nodded, tears glistening. "I'll tell you everything. No holding back." The scene was electric, every detail dripping with emotion, betrayal, and suspense, leaving fans hanging on every word. And just when it seemed the storm couldn't intensify, Erica revealed an unexpected twist. She had discovered that another player, a seemingly innocent stylist named Cash Doll, had been feeding information to Yandy and Mendeecees for months. "She pretended to be my friend," Erica said, voice cracking, "but she was a spy, relaying every move, every conversation." The revelation sent viewers into a frenzy. Speculation exploded online, with fans debating Cash Doll's motives, whether she acted out of jealousy, ambition, or coercion, and what consequences awaited her. As the night unfolded, Erica detailed secret recordings, encrypted messages, and coded conversations that had been circulating between Yandy, Mendeecees, and Cash Doll. She spoke with a mixture of fear, excitement, and defiance, painting a vivid picture of a world behind the glitz and glamour, a world where loyalty was fragile, alliances shifted like sand, and danger lurked in every seemingly innocent interaction. The audience was captivated, their emotions swinging wildly between disbelief, outrage, and anticipation. By the end of Part 2, Erica's account had left viewers reeling. The stakes were higher than ever. Trust was shattered, and the lines between friend and foe blurred beyond recognition. Every fan was desperate for what would happen next. For the confrontations, the betrayals, and the ultimate reckoning that seemed inevitable. Social media buzzed, rumors multiplied, and the drama promised to escalate even further, setting the stage for an explosive continuation that no one would want to miss. The city was still reeling from Erica's revelations, but what came next pushed the chaos into overdrive. Sources claimed that Rasheeda, finally regaining some control over the situation, decided to confront Yandy and Mendeecees directly. Erica, along with a small circle of trusted allies, was invited to witness the confrontation, which was said to take place in a private recording studio, far from the public eye. The tension in the room was electric. The walls seemed to hum with unspoken accusations, each person's breath heavy with anticipation. Erica described stepping inside, the faint scent of perfume mixing with the sterile smell of equipment, her pulse racing as if she were walking onto a stage where the stakes were life and death. The first exchange set the tone immediately. Rasheeda's voice was calm, but laced with steel. "I know what you've been doing," she said, eyes locked on Yandy. "All of it. And it ends now." Yandy, feigning innocence, tilted her head, a sly smile curling at the corner of her lips. "I have no idea what you're talking about," she said sweetly, her words dripping with calculated deception. Mendeecees, standing slightly behind her, crossed his arms, exuding a quiet, menacing confidence. "Maybe you're imagining things," he said, but Erica, standing off to the side, could feel the lie radiating off them like heat from a flame. The audience listening online, following the leaks and clips that Erica would later share, felt every second of this cinematic showdown. As the confrontation unfolded, secrets spilled faster than anyone anticipated. Erica recounted how Yandy tried to turn the tables, accusing Rasheeda of being paranoid, of fabricating the entire story to gain attention. "You're twisting the narrative," Rasheeda snapped, her voice rising for the first time, shaking with a mix of anger and hurt. "Don't you dare try to make me the villain." The back and forth escalated, each accusation sharper than the last, until Mendeecees stepped forward, his tone dangerously calm. "We're only protecting ourselves," he said. "You don't know the half of it." The air was thick with tension, and Erica described the moment as almost unbearable, a ticking time bomb of emotions waiting to explode. But the real twist came when Erica revealed that she had secretly recorded part of the conversation. She described pulling out her phone, holding it with a trembling hand, knowing that what she had captured could either exonerate Rasheeda or completely destroy everyone involved. "They realized too late," Erica said, voice quivering. "The look on their faces when they saw me recording, it was like the world had shifted under their feet." Fans watching hung on every word, imagining the shock, the disbelief, and the subtle panic that must have rippled through the room. And then came the bombshell. Erica claimed that Yandy and Mendeecees had been planning to frame another close ally of Rasheeda's, a producer named Taylor, to take the fall for months of sabotage. "They wanted Taylor to be the scapegoat," Erica said, shaking her head. "They even rehearsed the story, the lies, the exact words he would be forced to say." The audience reacted instantly, outrage flooding comment sections. Fans speculated wildly about how Taylor would respond, whether he would fight back, and if this revelation would finally bring Yandy and Mendeecees down. The confrontation escalated further when Rasheeda, using the leverage of Erica's recordings, threatened to expose everything publicly. Erica described the room falling into silence as Yandy's smile vanished, replaced by a flicker of genuine fear. Mendeecees' jaw tightened, his usual confidence slipping for the first time. "You think you can ruin us?" he hissed, the words barely audible but charged with menace. Erica recalled the tension in that moment, describing how she could almost feel the air vibrating with the intensity of the standoff. Unexpectedly, Erica revealed that Cash Doll, the stylist turned informant, had a change of heart during this confrontation. "She realized what she had done was wrong," Erica said. "For the first time, I saw guilt. I saw her humanity." Cash Doll stepped forward, trembling, and admitted her part in the scheme, her voice barely above a whisper. "I didn't mean for it to go this far," she said. I just wanted to survive in their world. Fans erupted online, the revelation sending shockwaves through discussion threads. Betrayal layered upon betrayal. The drama was reaching levels even seasoned reality TV viewers had never seen. And yet, Erika said the night wasn't over. She described a private room within the studio where Yandy and Mendeecees, desperate to regain control, attempted one last manipulation. They tried to turn Erika against Rasheeda, appealing to fear, ambition, and resentment. You could be at the top, Yandy whispered, leaning close, her words dripping with poison. Just leave her, forget her, and everything can be yours. Erika's heart raced, but she shook her head, firm and resolute. I'm done being used, she said. Not anymore. The audience watching could feel the weight of her defiance, the bravery that pulsed through her every word. The confrontation ended with a dramatic cliffhanger. Erika described Yandy storming out, Mendeecees retreating into a corner, muttering threats, and Cash Doll collapsing into tears, overwhelmed by guilt. Rasheeda, though shaken, stood tall, her eyes still fierce, yet tinged with exhaustion. Erika whispered to the camera, "This is only the beginning. The fallout is coming." Fans exploded online, desperate to know what would happen next, theorizing about public reveals, leaked footage, and the inevitable drama that would engulf every corner of their favorite shows. Meanwhile, outside the studio, rumors began circulating of a secret recording that captured Yandy and Mendeecees plotting further moves, discussing bribery, blackmail, and schemes to discredit everyone who opposed them. Erika hinted that she had obtained these recordings but wasn't ready to release them yet. "The truth has layers," she said, a shiver in her voice. "And the deeper you go, the darker it gets." The audience, hooked and horrified, could feel the suspense mounting like a storm ready to break. The day after, fans reported sightings of intense exchanges in public places, whispered confrontations in cafes, mysterious pickups outside hotels, and frantic calls late at night. Erika described how the tension had spilled into the streets, a shadow war of glances, text messages, and calculated appearances. Every friend, every associate, even fans in the wrong place at the wrong time seemed to be caught in the web of intrigue. As Part 3 concluded, Erika's narrative focused on the psychological toll. "I've seen friends turn into enemies overnight," she said. "I've seen people I trusted manipulate, lie, and betray. And I've realized something terrifying. This world has no rules. Loyalty is fleeting, trust is a weapon, and survival is everything." Fans were captivated, hanging on every word, imagining the next explosive showdown, the secrets yet to be revealed, and the ultimate reckoning that seemed inevitable. The drama had escalated beyond private feuds, into a battlefield of hearts, minds, and reputations, promising twists and betrayals that would keep audiences glued to every update, every clip, and every live confession to come. The aftermath of the studio confrontation left everyone on edge, and MENA knew that the real battle was only beginning. The city seemed to pulse with tension as whispers of betrayal spread like wildfire. Every nightclub, cafe, and private party became a potential arena for confrontation. Every casual encounter tinged with suspicion. Erika described the feeling of walking down familiar streets, sensing invisible eyes on her, knowing that every step could trigger another revelation. Fans watching her recount the events could almost feel the chill, the paranoia, the sense that danger lurked around every corner. Rasheeda, though still recovering from the emotional upheaval, had started taking proactive steps. Erika explained how Rasheeda convened a secret meeting with her inner circle, a tight group of friends, managers, and loyal artists in a dimly lit loft downtown. The air was thick with anticipation. "We need to be strategic," Rasheeda said, her voice calm but commanding. "They think they can manipulate us. They're wrong." Erika recounted how she felt a surge of pride witnessing Rasheeda's resolve, her determination like a beacon in the storm of deceit that surrounded them. Fans erupted online, praising Rasheeda's resilience while anxiously speculating about how Yandy and Mendeecees would respond. But the drama took an unexpected turn when Erika revealed that Yandy and Mendeecees had begun a covert smear campaign. Rumors surfaced that they had been contacting journalists, influencers, and even mutual friends, spreading false stories to discredit Erika and Rasheeda. Erika described reading through the messages, her stomach sinking with anger and disbelief. "They were twisting everything, turning lies into headlines," she said, voice trembling. "And worst of all, some people actually believed them." Fans expressed outrage, vowing to support Erika and Rasheeda, while online groups debated whether the schemers could actually escape the consequences of their manipulations. The tension escalated further when Erika recounted a clandestine meeting she had with Cash Doll, the stylist who had betrayed her. The encounter was set in a quiet rooftop garden, the city skyline twinkling below. Erica described the moment vividly. Cash Doll approached hesitantly, eyes darting around as if expecting danger at every turn. "I never meant for it to get this bad," Cash Doll whispered, tears streaming. "I thought I was just following orders." Erica could feel the sincerity in her voice, but trust had been shattered. "You've hurt too many people," Erica said, her tone a mixture of anger and sadness. "I don't know if this can ever be fixed." Fans were riveted, caught between empathy for Cash Doll and admiration for Erica's unflinching integrity. Then came the shocking revelation. Erica discovered that Yandy and Mendeecees had enlisted an unknown ally, someone powerful, someone with influence in the music industry, someone who had remained invisible until now. This mysterious figure was allegedly providing insider information, financial support, and strategic advice to ensure their schemes succeeded. Erica described her realization with palpable fear. "I realized we were dealing with a network, not just a people, and this network had eyes and ears everywhere." Fans went wild, speculating about who the shadow player could be, whether it was a well-known producer, a label executive, or someone entirely unexpected. The story took an emotional turn when Erica detailed a private conversation with Rasheeda. Moments of vulnerability that fans had never seen before. Rasheeda confessed that she had begun doubting herself, questioning her judgment, and even considering walking away from the music industry entirely. "I feel trapped," Rasheeda admitted, voice barely above a whisper. "I don't know who to trust anymore." Erica recounted, holding her hand, reassuring her, and promising to help navigate the labyrinth of deception. The scene was cinematic, the tension almost unbearable, as fans felt themselves drawn into the intimate struggle of trust, loyalty, and survival. As the drama intensified, Erica revealed an unexpected twist. Yandy had attempted to manipulate Erica's family, reaching out under the guise of reconciliation, but with the hidden agenda of sowing discord. Erica described receiving messages from a family member, laced with concern but clearly influenced by Yandy's "It was devastating," Erica said, her voice thick with emotion. "To see my loved ones manipulated like this, all because of lies." Fans reacted instantly, expressing outrage and empathy, their emotions mirroring the storm unfolding in the narrative. The tension escalated to a fever pitch when Erica disclosed that a major industry event had become the next battlefield. Both sides were set to attend a high-profile award ceremony, the perfect stage for confrontation and revelation. Erica described the nerves, the strategy sessions, and the secret alliances formed in preparation. "We had to be smart," she said. "One wrong move, and everything we had fought for could crumble." Fans imagined the glittering lights, the cameras, the whispers, the tension, every detail amplifying the suspense, making the drama almost palpable through the screen. Unexpectedly, Cash Doll returned as a wife. She revealed to Erica that she had secretly gathered evidence of Yandy and Mendeecees' schemes, emails, recordings, financial trails, and wanted to hand it over to Rasheeda at the ceremony. Erica described the mix of shock and excitement she felt, realizing that the tide might finally turn. Fans were electrified, speculating about the potential exposure, the confrontation that would inevitably erupt, and the repercussions for everyone involved. As the day of the awards ceremony approached, Erica described the city buzzing with anticipation. Insiders claimed paparazzi had been tipped off, security teams were on high alert, and every fan account was speculating about potential drama. Erica herself admitted to feeling a mix of fear and exhilaration. "This was it," she said, "the moment when the truth could finally break free. When the manipulations, the lies, and the betrayals could all be exposed." Fans held their breath, hanging on every word, every detail, every moment of suspense as the scene was set for the explosive confrontations that promised to leave no one untouched. And just as Part 4 concluded, Erica left fans with a chilling hint of what was to come. The night will change everything. Alliances will shatter, secrets will spill, and some people may never recover. You think you know the story, but you're only seeing the surface. The anticipation was unbearable, the stakes higher than ever, and the audience was left desperate for Part 5, eager for the next chapter in the escalating saga of betrayal, manipulation, and dramatic revelations. The night of the award ceremony arrived, glittering and electric. The kind of night where cameras flashed relentlessly, reporters whispered, and fans held their breath across social media feeds. Erica MENA described, stepping onto the red carpet, her heart pounding like a drum in a war zone. Every glance, every smile, every polite nod felt like a test. She could feel the tension radiating from every corner. Yandy and Mendeecees were there. Flawless, controlled, their faces masks of elegance, hiding the chaos underneath. The audience watching online felt every heartbeat, every flicker of suspicion, every silent calculation as the stage was set for what could be the most explosive confrontation of the season. Rasheeda arrived shortly after, escorted by her closest allies. Erica described the moment Rasheeda stepped out of the car, the crowd gasping at her presence. There was an aura about her, fierce, unbroken, and resolute. Despite the weeks of manipulation and sabotage she had endured, fans erupted online, praising her courage and speculating about how the night would unfold. The cameras captured every detail, the glittering gowns, the sharp suits, the subtle glares exchanged in passing, each glance carrying the weight of betrayal and unspoken threats. The ceremony began with the usual fanfare, but Erica recounted the undercurrent of tension that no one else could see. Backstage, whispers spread like wildfire. Yandy and Mendeecees were plotting. Cash Doll had gathered crucial evidence, and Erica herself was nervously reviewing notes and recordings that could finally expose the full truth. The air was thick with anticipation, every conversation loaded with subtext. Erica described hiding in plain sight, observing the schemers while quietly signaling to Rasheeda and her allies. The stakes had never been higher, and fans were hanging on every word of her narration. Then came the first twist. A live broadcast captured a subtle confrontation between Yandy and Rasheeda. Erica described the moment in vivid detail, the way Yandy's eyes flicked with barely concealed malice, the way Rasheeda's gaze burned with controlled fury, the tension so thick that everyone in the room could feel it. "You think you've won?" Rasheeda said, her voice barely audible over the applause and cameras. Yandy smirked, replying, "I don't need to win. I just need to survive." Erica whispered to the camera. The war had begun, and no one was safe. Fans exploded online, dissecting every frame, every expression, every nuance of the encounter. The ceremony itself became a stage for subtle battles. Erica described how awards were presented, speeches delivered, and performances staged, all while hidden dramas unfolded behind the scenes. Cash Doll approached Erica during a brief intermission, handing over a flash drive containing incriminating evidence, emails, recordings, and financial documents proving Yandy and Mendeecees' extensive manipulation. Erica's hands shook as she took it, realizing that the power had shifted, even if temporarily. The fans online gasped, imagining the explosive revelation that could turn the night upside down. But the schemers weren't idle. Erica revealed that Yandy had sent a cryptic text to a journalist mid-ceremony, attempting to plant false narratives and muddy the waters before the evidence could be revealed. Mendeecees, meanwhile, had begun subtly intimidating witnesses, leaning in whispers, and creating confusion to buy time. Erica described the precision and ruthlessness of their moves, painting a vivid picture of a game played with high stakes and dangerous consequences. Fans were on the edge of their seats, imagining the tension, the potential confrontations, and the dramatic twists waiting to explode. Then came the public revelation. Erica described stepping onto the stage, flash drive in hand, heart racing as the audience watched in anticipation. Rasheeda joined her, the two women standing side by side, facing the schemers who had tried to dismantle their lives. Erica recounted the words she spoke, slow and deliberate, every syllable heavy with consequence. "The truth is here. Every manipulation, every lie, every betrayal is documented. It ends tonight." Fans watching online erupted, comments flooding in with shock, awe, and anticipation. Yandy's face paled as she realized the magnitude of the exposure. Mendeecees' jaw tightened, the usual confidence slipping for the first time in public view. Erica described the silence that fell over the room, broken only by the soft hum of equipment and the distant murmur of the audience. Cash Doll stepped forward, confirming the authenticity of the evidence. "This is real," she said, her voice trembling but firm. "We have proof." Fans online exploded with excitement, analyzing every detail, theorizing about the fallout, and imagining the personal confrontations that would inevitably follow. The confrontation escalated further when Yandy attempted to deflect, her voice rising in desperation. "You don't understand. This isn't everything," she shouted, trying to regain control, but the momentum had shifted. Erica recounted Rasheeda's cold, measured response, her gaze unflinching. "We understand perfectly," she said, "and now everyone will know the truth." The tension was cinematic, every eye in the room fixed on the trio, every whisper, every movement magnified, every heartbeat palpable. Fans reacted instantly online, dissecting the drama, predicting alliances crumbling, and speculating about the next moves in this high-stakes game. Then came an unexpected twist. A third party, a rival artist previously thought uninvolved, stepped forward, claiming additional evidence, revealing that Yandy and Mendeecees' manipulations had affected multiple people across the industry. Erica described the shock, the disbelief, the ripple of tension spreading through the audience. Fans were electrified, the drama reaching heights previously unimaginable. Every twist adding layers of suspense, betrayal, and potential revenge. As Part 5 drew to a close, Erica reflected on the emotional weight of the night. The stage had become a battlefield, private agendas laid bare, alliances tested, and reputations hanging by a thread. The audience, both in the room and online, was left breathless, waiting for the next explosive chapter. Erica whispered to the camera, "The night may be over, but the war is far from done. The fallout will shake everything and everyone involved." Fans were left in suspense, craving the final part of the story, anticipating resolutions, confrontations, and shocking confessions that would bring the saga to its dramatic climax. The aftermath of the award ceremony set the stage for the ultimate showdown. Erica MENA described the city streets buzzing with rumors, fans dissecting every leaked clip, journalists chasing every whisper, and Yandy and Mendeecees retreating into a tense silence. The schemers, once untouchable, were now exposed, their reputations teetering on the edge, and the tension was palpable. Every move, every word, every glance could tip the scales in favor of either side. And Erica could feel the storm about to break again. Rasheeda, emboldened by the public revelation and Erica's unwavering support, decided to take the fight directly to Yandy and Mendeecees. Erica recounted the planning sessions in detail, secret strategy meetings with lawyers, producers, and loyal allies, mapping out how to expose every hidden agenda and manipulation without falling into traps. The pressure was immense, but Rasheeda's determination was unshakable. Fans online followed every update, theorizing about confrontations, legal battles, and personal reckonings, each theory more dramatic than the last. The confrontation took place at a private dinner, the perfect setting for tension, power plays, and dramatic reveals. Erica described walking in with Rasheeda, the room filled with muted chatter, clinking glasses, and a sense of anticipation so thick it felt like a storm waiting to erupt. Yandy and Mendeecees were already there, faces carefully composed, hiding the unease that had been growing since the award ceremony. Erica could feel the electric tension in the air, every glance carrying weight, every gesture a potential trigger for chaos. As the dinner progressed, accusations began to fly. Erica recounted the exchanges vividly, Rasheeda's piercing gaze as she confronted Yandy about weeks of sabotage, Mendeecees' attempts to deflect and intimidate, Erica herself stepping forward to provide corroborating evidence. The dialogue was sharp, dramatic, and charged with emotion. "You thought you could manipulate everyone," Rasheeda said, her voice steady but fierce. "But the truth has a way of catching up." Yandy's eyes narrowed, lips pressed in a thin line, as she realized that her web of lies was unraveling in real time. Fans were captivated, following every word, imagining the tension, the stakes, the raw emotions spilling over like a cinematic storm. Then came the twist nobody saw coming. Cash Doll, once a reluctant informant, delivered a final blow. Erica described how Cash Doll stood, voice steady despite tears streaming down her face, revealing additional recordings and messages that detailed Yandy and Mendeecees' long-term plans to sabotage not just Rasheeda, but multiple industry figures. The room fell silent, the schemers' faces drained of color. The audience inside and online held their collective breath, and the drama reached its peak. Every fan was glued to their screens, imagining the chaos, the confrontations, the reputations on the line. The tension escalated further when Yandy, desperate to regain control, attempted to manipulate Erica's emotions, accusing her of betrayal, of overstepping, of turning against friends. Erica recounted the words, the trembling in Yandy's voice, the desperate attempts to regain dominance. But Erica, resolute and calm, responded with a mixture of courage and defiance. "I'm done being used," she said, voice clear and unwavering. "I stand with the truth, with those who deserve loyalty, and I won't be part of your games anymore." Fans online erupted, praising Erica's bravery, speculating about Yandy's next move, and dissecting every subtle interaction, every flicker of emotion, every calculated maneuver. The climax continued as Mendeecees attempted a final intimidation tactic, leaning close to Rasheeda with a menacing whisper, threatening legal action, personal attacks, and reputation-damaging lies. Erica described the tension, the palpable fear, the momentary hesitation in Rasheeda's expression. But Rasheeda, emboldened by months of preparation and by Erica's unwavering support, responded with calm authority. "All of it will come out," she said, voice steady, piercing, and unyielding. The crowd, both present and online, could feel the intensity, the suspense, the cinematic weight of this ultimate confrontation. Unexpectedly, another cast members, whose identity had remained a mystery throughout the saga, delivered final evidence that sealed the story. Erica described the moment, documents, recordings, and emails that clearly outlined Yandy and Mendeecees' manipulatives, confirming every suspicion, every claim, and every theory. The schemers could no longer deny or manipulate the narrative. Fans online exploded with reactions, analysis, and theories about the fallout, the consequences, and who would be able to recover from the exposure. As the dinner concluded, Erica described the aftermath: Yandy and Mendeecees retreating, reputations shattered, whispered apologies exchanged, alliances broken, and fans clamoring for updates. Rasheeda, Erica, and Cash Doll emerged as the victors, but the emotional toll was immense. Erica reflected on the journey, the betrayals, the manipulations, the courage, and the resilience required to survive such an intricate web of deceit. Fans were left emotionally invested, captivated by the drama, and desperate to know what would happen next in the careers and lives of everyone involved. The story concluded with Erica summarizing the lessons learned, the fragility of trust, the dangers of manipulation, and the power of loyalty, courage, and truth. She described the final moments with cinematic flair: city lights flickering outside, the hum of traffic below, the quiet victory shared among allies who had endured the storm. Fans were left with a sense of closure. Yet the lingering question of what consequences the schemers would face remained tantalizingly unresolved. As Part 6 drew to a close, Erica's voice softened but carried a final punch. "The truth has been revealed. The games are over. But remember, in this world, drama never truly ends. Stay vigilant, stay loyal, and never forget that every secret will eventually come to light." Fans online exploded in response, sharing clips, screenshots, and their own theories, cementing the saga as one of the most intense, dramatic, and unforgettable fictional reality TV narratives ever chronicled. The city was quiet now, but the storm that had erupted in the lives of Erica, Rasheeda, Yandy, Mendeecees, and Cash Doll lingered like a shadow. Erica described walking through the streets late at night, her thoughts racing with everything that had transpired. The neon lights reflected off wet pavement, mirroring the chaos and uncertainty that still hung over everyone's lives. Fans watching could almost feel her footsteps, the weight of responsibility, and the tension of knowing that the story wasn't over. Not really. There were still secrets to unravel, subtle betrayals to confront, and relationships to rebuild. Rasheeda had returned to her private studio, a sanctuary that now felt more like a fortress. Erica recounted the hours spent with her, reviewing the aftermath, strategizing next moves, and rebuilding the trust that had been shattered over months of manipulation. "We can't let them win," Rasheeda said, pacing the room, her hands moving rapidly as she laid out plans. "We have to control the narrative now, reclaim our power, and make sure no one else falls victim to their schemes." Erica listened, heart pounding, realizing the depth of Rasheeda's strength. Fans online were captivated, imagining every calculated move, every whispered conversation, and every sleepless night spent navigating a web of deceit. Meanwhile, Yandy and Mendeecees were plotting their next move in a luxury high-rise apartment, the city lights sprawling below them like a battlefield. Erica described the tension inside that room, a mix of fear, desperation, and stubborn pride. Yandy's phone buzzed constantly with messages from journalists, insiders, and social media alerts. Mendeecees rubbed his temples, trying to maintain composure, while plotting how to regain control. "They think they've won," Mendeecees muttered, "but we have leverage they don't even see." Fans watching online could almost feel the electric tension, the fear and determination radiating from every word, every glance, every plan unfolding behind closed doors. Cash Doll, on the other hand, was navigating her own moral crossroads. Erica detailed her late-night conversations with Cash Doll, the tears, the confessions, and the internal struggle. "I didn't know it would go this far," Cash Doll admitted, voice cracking. "I just wanted to survive. I didn't think I'd be destroying people's lives." Erica's voice softened as she recounted comforting Cash Doll, reminding her that it wasn't too late to do the right thing. Fans were drawn in, captivated by the tension between guilt and redemption, imagining every dramatic moment of self-reflection and emotional turmoil. The narrative shifted to the public fallout. Erica described how fans, journalists, and social media users dissected every move from the award ceremony and the private confrontations. Hashtags were trending, video clips went viral, and debate raged over who was truly guilty, who had been manipulated, and who would survive the storm. Erica narrated with intensity, painting a vivid picture of the chaos, the conflicting stories, and the emotional rollercoaster experienced by the audience, making fans feel like they were part of the unfolding drama. Then came another twist. Erica revealed that Yandy and Mendeecees had attempted to turn another influential figure against Rasheeda and Erica, a renowned producer named Roxanne, who had previously been considered neutral. Erica described a tense, secretive dinner where Roxanne confronted Yandy and Mendeecees, demanding the truth, her voice sharp and unrelenting. "I don't want to be part of lies," she said. Yandy and Mendeecees faltered, trying to manipulate and charm their way out, but the tension was palpable. Fans online were electrified, theorizing how Roxanne's involvement would shift the balance of power and what dramatic confrontations would follow. Amid all this, Erica narrated a clandestine meeting with Rasheeda, Cash Doll, and Rich Dollaz, her trusted ally. The plan was to compile all evidence, confront every manipulator, and control the narrative before it spiraled out of control again. Erica's voice carried urgency, fear, and determination, as she detailed the hours spent coordinating, checking facts, and preparing for any move from Yandy and Mendeecees. Fans could almost feel the pulse of the operation, the tension mounting. Every conversation loaded with stakes higher than anyone could imagine. Unexpectedly, Erica revealed that a mysterious message had been received from an unknown source, an anonymous figure claiming to have inside knowledge of Yandy and Mendeecees' next steps. The message hinted at further manipulations, betrayals, and potentially explosive secrets that could upend everything. Erica described the mixture of excitement and dread that washed over her and Rasheeda as they read the message, knowing that the story was far from over. Fans watching online were instantly hooked, theorizing endlessly about the identity of the anonymous source and the secrets yet to be revealed. The tension built to a breaking point when Erica detailed a night where Yandy and Mendeecees attempted to ambush Rasheeda at a high-profile networking event. Erica described every detail: the crowded room, the subtle threats, the way Yandy tried to corner Rasheeda, and how Erica, Cash Doll, and Rich Dollaz intervened just in time. "It was like walking a tightrope over fire," Erica said. "One wrong step and everything could have exploded." Fans were captivated, imagining the suspense, the near misses, and the intense emotions swirling in the room. As the narrative continued, Erica delved into private confrontations, whispered phone calls, and digital espionage texts, emails, and secret recordings exchanged in the dead of night. She described the complex network of manipulation, revealing the depth of Yandy and Mendeecees' schemes and the courage required to unravel them. Fans online were drawn into the labyrinth of deceit, tension, and drama. Every revelation more shocking than the last, the suspense growing with every minute. The story reached another emotional peak when Erica recounted Rasheeda breaking down privately, overwhelmed by the magnitude of the betrayals and the emotional toll. Erica narrated comforting her, reminding viewers of the human cost of manipulation, the strength required to persevere, and the bonds of loyalty that could withstand even the darkest schemes. Fans connected deeply, imagining every tear, every whispered word, every heartbeat in that quiet, tense moment. And yet, despite all the chaos, Erica revealed a glimmer of hope. She described planning a public reveal that would finally settle every score, confront every liar, and ensure that the truth could no longer be hidden. Rasheeda, Erica, and Cash Doll prepared meticulously, rehearsing every move, anticipating every reaction, and strategizing for maximum impact. Fans were on the edge of their seats, imagining the ultimate showdown, the dramatic confrontations, and the explosive revelations that were sure to follow. As the extended segment concluded, Erica left fans with a chilling hint: you think the story is over, but you're only seeing the surface. Every lie has layers, every betrayal echoes, and every secret wants to be exposed. The final chapters are coming, and no one will walk away untouched. Fans erupted online, theorizing endlessly, sharing every clip, and counting down the moments until the next dramatic installment. The morning after the tense networking event, the city seemed calm, but the undercurrent of chaos was anything but. Erica MENA described waking to dozens of messages from fans, insiders, and even mysterious sources claiming to have new information about Yandy and Mendeecees' next moves. Her phone buzzed relentlessly, the screen lighting up with notifications like a digital storm. Erica recounted feeling a mix of excitement and dread, Every message could be a breakthrough, a trap, or a revelation that would change everything. Fans watching could almost hear the relentless pinging of her phone, the anxious heartbeat of someone navigating a battlefield of secrets. Rasheeda, still recovering emotionally, had taken to isolating herself in her studio, pouring every ounce of energy into music and strategy. Erica narrated how she spent hours with Rasheeda, reviewing recordings, analyzing conversations, and piecing together the labyrinthine schemes orchestrated by Yandy and Mendeecees. "We can't leave a single detail unchecked," Rasheeda said, voice tight with determination. Erica described the tension in the room, the sense of urgency, and the emotional weight of knowing that every decision could tip the balance in their favor or doom them entirely. Fans were drawn into the scene, feeling the intensity, the stakes, and the drama like they were standing right there beside them. Cash Doll, having finally turned fully to Erica and Rasheeda's side, became a critical player in the unfolding drama. Erica described how Cash Doll worked tirelessly to uncover additional evidence, text messages, emails, and hidden financial transactions that revealed the full scope of Yandy and Mendeecees' manipulation. "She's risking everything," Erica said, shaking her head. "Every secret she uncovers could either protect us or put her in danger." Fans online were riveted, imagining the tension of clandestine investigations, whispered phone calls in dark corners, and the high stakes of exposing the truth in a world built on deception. The narrative took a shocking turn when Erica revealed that Yandy and Mendeecees had begun targeting allies outside their immediate circle. Influencers, producers, and minor celebrities were being subtly manipulated, intimidated, or coerced into silence. Erica described receiving anonymous tips about secret meetings, hidden agendas, and covert schemes designed to destabilize Rasheeda and her team. The suspense escalated, painting a vivid picture of a network of deceit stretching across the city. Every interaction a potential trap, every message a potential weapon. Fans were gripped, dissecting every detail, theorizing endlessly, and hanging on to Erica's every word. One night, Erica narrated, a major confrontation occurred in a private loft, where Rasheeda, Erica, Cash Doll, and Rich Dollars faced a group of Yandy and Mendeecees associates who had been attempting to undermine them. The scene was tense, every word loaded with threat and defiance. "You think you can intimidate us?" Rasheeda asked, her voice sharp, slicing through the tension. Yandy's allies tried to assert dominance, but Erica described the room, crackling with defiance, courage, and a palpable determination to protect the truth. Fans could almost feel the weight of every glance, every whispered threat, every strategic move, as if they were inside the room themselves. Amid the chaos, Erica revealed an unexpected twist. A journalist who had previously been neutral approached her with a shocking confession. They had evidence of Yandy and Mendeecees' manipulation reaching far beyond the music industry, implicating high-profile celebrities, executives, and public figures. Erica described the journalist's hushed tone, the careful way they handed over the documents, and the mix of fear and excitement in the air. Fans online were electrified, theorizing about how deep the deception ran, who would be exposed next, and how the network of manipulation would unravel. As the days progressed, Erica detailed the emotional toll on Rasheeda. Sleepless nights, moments of doubt, and private confessions created a tension-filled backdrop for the ongoing drama. Erica narrated, comforting her, strategizing, and reinforcing trust in ways that made fans feel the humanity behind the spectacle. "It's not just about exposing lies," Erica said. "It's about reclaiming your life, your power, and your peace." Fans resonated deeply, imagining every tear, every trembling voice, and every moment of courage amidst a storm of betrayal. Another explosive development occurred when Erica revealed that Yandy and Mendeecees were secretly trying to manipulate the media narrative, planting stories to discredit Rasheeda, Erica, and Cash Doll before the full truth could be exposed. Erica described uncovering these plots through careful investigation, late-night phone calls, and anonymous tips. The suspense was intense, every discovery layered with tension, betrayal, and the threat of public humiliation. Fans were glued to every word, imagining the high-stakes chess game unfolding behind the scenes. The pressure, and the emotional strain of navigating a world where nothing was as it seemed. The tension reached a new high when Erica detailed a public confrontation at an exclusive industry party. Rasheeda, Erica, and Cash Doll faced Yandy and Mendeecees directly, the room buzzing with anticipation. Erica described the moment vividly, the sharp exchanges, the subtle threats, and the dramatic exposure of key evidence in front of an audience of influential figures. "We're not afraid anymore," Rasheeda said, her voice steady yet fierce. Fans online erupted, theorizing about the fallout, the alliances fractured, and the power dynamics permanently shifting. The segment ended with Erika teasing an even bigger revelation. A secret recording that could potentially destroy Yandy and Mendeecees completely, implicating every manipulator in the network. She described the anticipation, the careful planning, and the sense of inevitability as the story built toward its ultimate climax. Fans were left breathless, imagining the explosive showdown, the revelations, and the drama that was guaranteed to keep unfolding in the next chapters. The days following the industry party were tense and electrifying. MENA described waking to a city that felt alive with whispers, gossip spreading through social media, private texts buzzing with speculation, and fan forums exploding with theories about what had truly happened. Everywhere she looked, people were dissecting every detail from the confrontation, every glance, every subtle exchange. The city itself seemed to hum with tension, the kind of suspense that made even the mundane feel charged with drama. Fans watching could almost feel the pulse of the entire entertainment world shifting beneath their feet. Rasheeda, now more determined than ever, began meticulously planning her next public appearance. Erika narrated the hours spent strategizing outfits, speeches, and subtle cues designed to communicate confidence, truth, and resilience. Every detail matters, Rasheeda said, pacing the studio with precise movements. One word, one glance, one slip, it can change everything. Erika described the meticulous attention to every movement, every camera angle, and every social media post. Fans online were riveted, imagining the layers of planning, the stakes involved, and the emotional weight behind every carefully considered choice. Cash Doll, whose loyalty had now firmly shifted to Rasheeda and Erika, became a central figure in the unfolding drama. Erika described Cash Doll uncovering more evidence, hidden communications, secret financial arrangements, and manipulated contracts that proved the extent of Yandy and Mendeecees' scheming. "This goes deeper than we imagined," Cash Doll whispered one night, eyes wide with both fear and excitement. Erika narrated how the three of them huddled together in the dim light, poring over documents, creating timelines, and strategizing the most effective way to reveal the truth. Fans felt every tense moment, every whispered word, and the thrill of uncovering secrets that had been hidden for months. But Yandy and Mendeecees were far from defeated. Erika described their relentless plotting behind closed doors, their constant messaging to industry contacts, and subtle attempts to turn allies against Rasheeda and Erika. "They think they're clever," Erika said, voice trembling with anger and anticipation. "But we're 2 steps ahead now." Fans online imagined the schemers pacing high-rise apartments, the glowing screens of their phones reflecting calculated menace, plotting moves in a dangerous game that could have far-reaching consequences. Then came an unexpected twist. A previously neutral celebrity and known for their vast reach and controversial opinions, publicly sided with Rasheeda and Erika. Erika described the shockwaves this sent through the industry. Social media erupted, hashtags trended, and Yandy and Mendeecees were visibly rattled. "The tide is turning," Erika said, "and they know it." Fans were ecstatic, theorizing about how this public endorsement could shift alliances, expose new secrets, and potentially topple the schemers once and for all. As the narrative progressed, Erika recounted the mounting personal tension. Rasheeda, despite her strength, experienced moments of doubt and vulnerability. Erika described long nights of private conversations, emotional confessions, and strategies to maintain focus while navigating the treacherous web of lies. Fans watching could almost hear the whispering voices, feel the trembling hands, and sense the weight of each decision. The drama wasn't just public, it was intensely personal, touching the hearts and minds of everyone involved. Another dramatic layer emerged when Erika revealed that Yandy and Mendeecees had attempted to hack private communications, seeking emails, text messages, and recordings that could give them leverage. Erika described discovering the attempts through subtle anomalies in their systems, the fear and adrenaline it caused, and the measures they took to secure their evidence. "They're desperate," Erika said, "and desperation makes people dangerous." Fans online were gripped, imagining the tension, the near misses, and the stakes involved in this high-stakes digital chess game. A pivotal moment occurred when Rasheeda and Erika planned a controlled public reveal of critical evidence. Erika described the meticulous rehearsals, the strategic placement of allies, and the dramatic timing designed to maximize impact. The narrative painted a cinematic picture, the flicker of camera lights, the subtle glances exchanged among allies, the tension in the air before the reveal. Fans were hooked, imagining the anticipation building in real time, the suspense almost tangible, as every moment drew closer to the ultimate confrontation. Unexpectedly, Erica revealed that Cash Doll had discovered a hidden connection between Yandy and a previously unknown industry player, someone with the ability to influence media coverage, manipulate public perception, and potentially undo months of careful planning. Erica described the shock and urgency this created, the late-night strategy meetings, and the immediate steps taken to neutralize the threat. Fans online were captivated, theorizing endlessly about who this shadow player could be, and what consequences would follow. As this segment built toward another climactic peak, Erica described a night of intense preparation, where Rasheeda, Erica, Cash Doll, and Rich Dollars reviewed every piece of evidence, anticipated every possible counterattack, and rehearsed every public statement. The tension was palpable, the stakes sky-high, and the emotional intensity unmatched. Fans watching could almost feel the racing hearts, the whispered conversations, and the electricity of knowing that the next public move could change everything. The segment concluded with Erica teasing a dramatic escalation, a secret event where all parties would converge, tensions would erupt, and every lie, betrayal, and manipulation would be tested against the truth. "Nothing will be left hidden," Erica said. "Everything we've uncovered, every secret, every plan, will be laid bare. And some people won't survive the fallout." Fans online exploded with speculation, anticipation, and eagerness for the next chapter, knowing that the ultimate showdown was imminent and the drama far from over. The city was buzzing as the next high-profile event approached, an exclusive gala known for drawing the biggest names in the entertainment industry. Erica MENA described walking through the grand entrance, the marble floors gleaming under chandelier lights, the soft murmur of elegantly dressed guests, and the tension that hung in the air like a storm cloud. Every glance felt loaded, every smile potentially hiding a hidden agenda, every whispered conversation a possible trap. Fans watching could almost feel the opulence, the anxiety, and the undercurrent of impending confrontation that made the night electric. Rasheeda moved with precision, confident but alert, aware that every step, every word, and every interaction could change the course of the unfolding drama. Erica narrated every detail of her preparation, the outfit carefully chosen to communicate strength, the subtle gestures rehearsed to convey calm and control, the network of allies discreetly positioned throughout the venue. "This isn't just about appearances," Rasheeda said, her voice steady but intense. "Every detail here is strategy." Fans online were riveted, imagining the tension, the anticipation, and the intricate chess game about to unfold in real time. Cash Doll, now fully invested, had a mission of her own: to gather the last pieces of incriminating evidence against Yandy and Mendeecees. Erica described her movements through the crowded gala, slipping between groups, listening closely to conversations, and discreetly recording interactions that revealed hidden schemes. The suspense was palpable. Fans could almost hear the soft clicks of devices, the murmured words, and the nervous glances of those unaware that their secrets were being exposed. Meanwhile, Yandy and Mendeecees were present, poised and composed on the surface. But behind the masks of elegance and charm, panic and desperation simmered. Erica described Yandy's carefully practiced smiles, the flickers of doubt in her eyes, and Mendeecees' attempts to subtly intimidate potential witnesses. Fans online were glued to every detail, imagining the hidden tension, the psychological warfare, and the high-stakes maneuvering taking place amidst the glittering backdrop of the gala. Then came a dramatic escalation, and other cast members approached Rasheeda with new evidence, revealing financial transactions and secret meetings implicating Yandy and Mendeecees in broader schemes beyond what anyone had imagined. Erica narrated the shock, the adrenaline, and the strategic recalibration that followed. "We've been underestimating them," Rasheeda said, voice low but firm. "And now it's time to confront everything at once." Fans reacted instantly, theorizing about the implications, the potential public fallout, and the long-term consequences for everyone involved. The narrative shifted to a tense private confrontation in a secluded corner of the gala. Erica described the atmosphere, dim lighting, hushed tones, and the palpable weight of anticipation as Rasheeda, Erica, and Cash Doll cornered Yandy and Mendeecees. The dialogue was charged, every word a calculated strike. "Your games end tonight," Rasheeda said, her eyes blazing. Yandy's practiced composure faltered for a fraction of a second, enough for fans to sense the panic beneath the surface. Mendeecees tried to recover control with a calm but menacing tone, but Erica described how even his usual confidence was cracked under the pressure. Unexpectedly, Cash Doll revealed a critical recording she had obtained just hours before the gala. exposing conversations where Yandy and Mendeecees discussed manipulation, intimidation, and sabotage in vivid detail. Erica described the moment she played the recording in front of both parties, the sharp intake of breath, the stunned silence, and the dawning realization that their schemes could no longer hide in shadows. Fans online exploded, imagining the shock, the embarrassment, and the dramatic shift in power as secrets finally surfaced in a public setting. As the gala continued, the confrontation spilled into the main hall, creating a spectacle that drew attention from everyone present. Erica described the chaos, whispers racing through the crowd, guests exchanging nervous glances, cameras capturing every moment, and reporters preparing for the inevitable social media storm. "This is the tipping point," Erica said, her voice tense with excitement. "Every ally, every enemy, every secret is about to collide." Fans were captivated, envisioning the drama, the emotional intensity, and the far-reaching consequences unfolding in real time. Another twist emerged when a high-profile media personality, previously aligned with neutrality, publicly challenged Yandy and Mendeecees, questioning inconsistencies and demanding explanations. Erica narrated the scene in vivid detail, the sharp tone of the confrontation, the subtle gestures of intimidation, and the growing realization among Yandy and Mendeecees that their control over the narrative was slipping. Fans online reacted instantly, theorizing about the power shift, the potential fallout, and the long-term impact on the schemers' reputations. As the night reached its climax, Erica described Rasheeda, Erica, and Cash Doll orchestrating a final, dramatic revelation. Documents, recordings, and photos were presented strategically, exposing months of deception in a single, cinematic sequence. The reactions were instantaneous: shock, outrage, and disbelief rippled through the room, guests whispering frantically, and cameras capturing every expression. Fans were glued to the narration, imagining the explosive confrontation, the tension, and the public reckoning that had been building for months, finally erupting in full view. The segment concluded with Erica teasing yet another twist. A mysterious figure who had remained hidden in the background now stepping forward, revealing connections and secrets that could change everything once again. "You think this is over," Erica said. "It's only getting started. The final chapters are coming, and no one will walk away unscathed." Fans online were left breathless, theorizing endlessly, dissecting every moment, and anticipating the ultimate resolutions, betrayals, and revelations that would unfold in the next installment of the saga. The morning after the gala, the city was alive with rumors and speculation. Erica MENA described waking to a flood of messages, calls, and social media notifications, every fan, insider, and journalist buzzing about the events of the previous night. News outlets were reporting fragments of what had happened, each story more sensational than the last, painting the confrontations, secrets, and revelations in the most dramatic light possible. Erica narrated, feeling a mix of exhilaration and dread, knowing that every headline, every post, and every comment had the power to influence the unfolding narrative. Fans online were completely hooked, dissecting every leaked clip, every whispered exchange, and every expression captured on camera. Rasheeda, though exhausted, refused to retreat. Erica recounted how Rasheeda spent the early hours reviewing video footage, social media reactions, and private communications, analyzing every detail to anticipate Yandy and Mendeecees' next move. "We can't let them control the story again," Rasheeda said, eyes sharp and determined. Erica described the intensity in the room, the soft hum of laptops, the rustle of papers, the tension in every movement, as if the very air carried the weight of the drama. Fans could almost feel the adrenaline, the meticulous planning, and the high stakes of navigating a world built on deception. Cash Doll had become indispensable, her courage and resourcefulness now central to the team's strategy. Erica narrated her efforts to track down remaining allies of Yandy and Mendeecees, uncover hidden communications, and secure evidence that could finally cement the public understanding of the full extent of their manipulations. Fans watching could almost hear the clicks of her devices, the low murmurs of secret conversations, and the rustle of documents revealing long-hidden truths. Every revelation added layers of suspense, drawing the audience deeper into the labyrinth of lies, betrayal, and high-stakes strategy. Meanwhile, Yandy and Mendeecees were scrambling to maintain appearances while secretly attempting damage control. Erica described the frantic energy in their high-rise apartment, phones ringing, messages flooding in, and the constant pressure to regain influence over public perception. "They're desperate," Erica said, voice tense, And desperation makes people dangerous. Fans online were riveted, imagining the pacing, the whispered conversations, and the subtle manipulations being attempted behind closed doors. Each move a high-stakes gamble in a game they could no longer fully control. The tension escalated when a high-profile influencer approached Rasheeda with information suggesting that Yandy and Mendeecees had tried to secretly manipulate sponsors, industry contacts, and minor celebrities to create doubt about Rasheeda's credibility. Erica described the revelation as shocking, with a mix of fear and determination settling over the team. "They underestimated us," Rasheeda said, voice low but firm. "And now it's time to finish this." Fans online exploded with speculation, imagining the drama, the potential confrontations, and the strategic moves that would unfold in the coming days. A pivotal confrontation occurred in a private studio session, where Rasheeda, Erica, Cash Doll, and Rich Dollaz reviewed every piece of evidence and planned the next public revelation. Erica described the atmosphere, dim lighting, hushed tones, and the palpable intensity as they rehearsed statements, anticipated counterattacks, and visualized every possible outcome. Fans could almost feel the heartbeat of the room, the tension building with every whispered word, every careful adjustment, and every calculated move. The stakes were higher than ever, and every detail mattered. Unexpectedly, Erica revealed that other cast members reached out with new, explosive evidence, financial records, audio recordings, and private messages that implicated Yandy and Mendeecees in schemes far broader than previously imagined. Erica described the shock, the adrenaline, and the urgency with which the team analyzed the new materials. Fans online were riveted, speculating endlessly about the identity of the insider and the implications of these revelations. The suspense mounting with every word. The narrative reached another dramatic peak when Erica described a carefully orchestrated public appearance designed to confront Yandy and Mendeecees once and for all. Rasheeda, Erica, and Cash Doll entered a high-profile press conference. Every movement, gesture, and word designed to communicate confidence, authority, and the weight of the truth. Erica narrated the tension as cameras clicked, reporters whispered, and Yandy and Mendeecees watched from the audience, the realization dawning that their control was slipping. Fans online were glued to every detail, imagining the cinematic intensity, the emotional weight, and the suspense of the confrontation. A shocking twist occurred when Yandy attempted to publicly discredit Rasheeda by releasing a manipulated statement. But Erica described how Cash Doll intercepted the message, revealing it as a forgery. The revelation flipped the narrative entirely, exposing Yandy's desperation and the lengths she would go to manipulate public perception. Fans reacted instantly, theorizing about the fallout, the consequences, and the ultimate victory of truth over deception. Erica narrated with intensity, emphasizing the stakes, the drama, and the emotional impact of every strategic move. As this extended segment drew to a close, Erica teased the ultimate confrontation, a final, dramatic public showdown where all remaining secrets, betrayals, and manipulations would collide, forcing resolutions and exposing truths that had been hidden for months. "The final chapter is coming," Erica said, voice tense with anticipation, "and no one will leave untouched. Every lie, every betrayal, every hidden agenda, it all comes to light. Get ready, because the ultimate showdown is about to begin." Fans online erupted, theorizing, analyzing, and counting down the moments until the next installment, knowing the climax would be unforgettable. The city had barely recovered from the previous scandals when whispers of another high-stakes event began circulating. MENA described the tension as palpable. A thick fog over the entertainment world, where every insider, influencer, and journalist seemed to hold their breath in anticipation. The whispers hinted at a private after-party, an exclusive gathering that promised to draw all the key players: Rasheeda, Erica, Cash Doll, Yandy, Mendeecees, and even shadowy allies whose loyalty remained uncertain. Fans online were electric, theorizing about who would show, what confrontations would erupt, and what secrets would finally be exposed. Rasheeda prepared meticulously, her resolve hardened by weeks of betrayal, investigation, and emotional turmoil. Erica narrated the hours they spent rehearsing statements, reviewing footage, and creating strategies to handle the unpredictable moves of Yandy and Mendeecees. "We cannot afford mistakes tonight," Rasheeda said, voice low but commanding. Erica described the careful attention to detail, the arrangement of allies, the timing of every reveal, and the subtle signals that would guide their actions throughout the evening. Fans could almost feel the pulse of anticipation, the tension in the air, and the weight of every decision about to be made. Cash Doll had become the linchpin of the team, tracking communications, verifying evidence, And preparing to expose the final layers of manipulation, Erika described her movement through the shadows of the party, discreetly capturing conversations, noting hidden alliances, and ensuring that nothing escaped their watchful eyes. The suspense was cinematic, fans imagining the adrenaline, the tension, and the danger involved in navigating a room filled with potential enemies at every turn. Yandy and Mendeecees arrived at the gathering, poised but tense, as subtle cracks in appearances became clear glances of fear, whispered messages, and shifting alliances. Fans online sensed the mounting anxiety, watching a psychological chess game unfold in real. Erika revealed a plan to confront Yandy and Mendeecees publicly, while Rasheeda and Doll strategically positioned allies, preparing to expose manipulations. The tension exploded when an industry veteran appeared, threatening reputations and power dynamics. Secret recordings and hidden evidence surfaced, exposing covert deals, betrayals, and orchestrated schemes. Yandy and Mendeecees' composure cracked under scrutiny, their control slipping. Whispered confrontations, rehearsed signals, and strategic documentation turned the gala into a charged battlefield of emotions. A whistleblower's revelations, financial records, and leaked communications intensified the chaos, forcing the schemers to recalibrate. Rasheeda, Erika, Doll, and allies coordinated meticulously, anticipating every move. Public exposure, confrontations, and mounting evidence left Yandy and Mendeecees visibly shaken. Social media erupted as fans theorized, debated, and dissected every moment, as the night culminated in a dramatic showdown. The stakes were clear. Every secret, lie, and manipulation would be revealed. Alliances shifted, reputations hung by a thread, and suspense gripped the audience. The story was far from over. Rasheeda and her team had seized control, but fans eagerly awaited the next explosive chapter in a saga of betrayal, power, and ultimate reckoning.